Like Carly said, here to tell us about the Wounded Warrior Anglers of America, who is receiving a portion of the proceeds from the Redfish Classic, is Captain David Souders. Good morning, David. How you doing?
Good morning, Natalie.
Well, excited you drove up from Cape Coral today to join us here on the show. But first, take us back. How were you able to create this organization?
Well, I was actually injured on active duty in 2008, and I actually got back into fishing for my own personal therapy. And when me and my wife moved back to Florida, we started taking other guys out fishing for therapy, and then organization developed from there.
You know, I'm glad you talk about your personal history a little bit, and viewers of the Morning Blend may remember that my brother-in-law actually is a wounded warrior and is a veteran. So one, thank you for your service as always. Two, what is it about fishing and getting out in nature again that really does help those suffering with PTSD and just kind of getting back into society, civilian society?
I think it's the serenity. When you get out there on the water, or you're around the mangroves, there's nobody else around. You might be one or two people on the boat, and it's just the matter of getting back to nature. There's nobody around to bother you. It's just calm and peaceful.
And you know, with Wounded Warrior Anglers, there's different programs within the big name, and you and I were just sitting here talking about a few of them. I mean, let people know how big this organization is becoming.
Well, one of the things is we started out, we started just taking warriors fishing, and then we started our Warrior and Caregiver Retreat program, where we complemented taking the warriors fishing and taking the caregivers to the day spa. And then we started an Acts of Kindness program, where we were able to do financial assistance for warriors that are in financial hardship. And last year we started actually 2014, we started a rod building program. And in 2015, we started a Waymaster program, which how we got involved with the plantation at Crystal River.
Before we start talking about the tournament, I do want to talk about that custom rod building, though. That really seems essential. You're talking about the mental benefits that one can gain from this. Why is that?
Well, what happens is when you're building a custom fishing rod, you're concentrating specifically on the rod. You get your mind off of all your other problems, and you're just intent on the minor details. Mm-hmm. If you're not concentrating on the rod, it just turns out terrible. And what happens is most of our guys were high operators when they're in the service, so they really key into really concentrating on the rod, and they can tone out everything that's going on and just forget about their hurts, their problems, and just concentrate on the rod.
And with the weighing, it's going to actually help this tournament here, because you're putting everybody to work there. That kind of builds that camaraderie that a lot of our veterans are used to.
Yeah, it's funny because they get a bond. You'll see them when they work together as a team. And it enables them to work together with civilian lifestyle and stuff like that. You assimilate back into a civilian lifestyle.
Well, finally, we got to touch on this tournament. With the proceeds, where do they go? How are you able to help those out there?
Well, it'll actually help fund our Warrior and Caregiver Retreat program. It'll help fund our Acts of Kindness program. It'll help fund our rod building program and our Waymaster program. For as little as $100, we can affect a warrior's life.
Wow. Well, I'm so glad you do what you do, because, again, I've seen the firsthand benefits of programs like this. So thank you, and thank you for coming in and talking about it today on The Blend. We
I appreciate it. Thank you.